Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got another clear signal looking northbound. This is Wednesday afternoon, probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And the Abbeville switcher came through a while ago, probably about an hour ago. Alright, thank y'all, hope you enjoy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, auto wrecks coming around the corner. These are loaded auto wrecks. They come out of Cincinnati, Tennessee. This is a crew that's out of Atlanta, and they're going to Greenwood to get off work. Crew changes over in Greenwood. In the old days, it used to be in Abbeville. So that's how I got to know everybody, was they worked at the Abbeville Depot right here to my right. He's ringing the bell. Thank you. 5497 ES40BC 3073. Alright, these are loaded. The double-decker auto rack, TTGX is double-decker. ETGX is a triple-deck one. So these are carrying like pickup trucks and vans. And the ideal is each railroad that handles these automobile transportation buys these cars and they're put up in the pool up in Cincinnati, and they just draw a bunch of cars out of the yard up there and load them up with automobiles and send them to what railroad you got to be. It doesn't matter who gets what car. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's their cars or not. You know, they don't send all the Union Pacific cars out to Union Pacific, let them handle them, and you know. SFLC Hourglass one. Union Pacific there. WRWK, I heard about them, their little railroad up north, I think in Pennsylvania. SFLC, another one. I don't know what railroad. It ain't KC on. Got CSX on it though. Alright, bottom end coming up. It's got blue EOT on the bottom end. They don't have to put batteries in these EOTs anymore. They just hook them up to the air hose and it blows air to them, which blows the turbine, which turns the generator and charges the batteries up in them. It's a little quiet thing. You'll just hear it sitting there humming or whistling or whatever when the air's coming out. Alright, thank y'all. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday, November 30th, about 1:30 in the afternoon. We got a clear signal, northbound signal, north end of Abbeville. That means we got a train with a fresh crew coming out of Greenwood, headed south towards Atlanta. I don't know what it's going to be. We didn't have any trains over Thanksgiving, and I heard one train Friday. Alright, thank y'all. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there's a switch right there. So he's going to tell him, when he calls this signal, he'll say he's going from, let me get my finger up there. He'll be going from main line to main line. Sorry I messed that up. He'll be going from the main line here to the main line down there. If he had a different signal, he called main line to siding. Alright. Thank you. Alright, we got a car full of people friends of mine, they come down here to watch trains. I told them we got one coming through. I told them about the clear signal. Tell them they have about 15 to 20 minutes usually. And we ought to have a train if they want to watch it, but they're probably just riding through. Alright, thank y'all. Alright ladies, I turned around to look at these signals and our train's coming. I never heard them blowing a horn or nothing. So here he comes. If he come across the bridge and you'll hear some noise because he had a six axle locomotive doing a burnout on the bridge. And it burnt by 1/2 inch deep grooves in the rails. I don't hear any. They must have fixed them. Alright, southbound manifest, fresh crew out of Greenwood. Got 2 engines on the lead. Bunch of center flow covered hoppers. They usually carry plastics and granules and stuff like that. Double plug door. That was a grainer there. Center beam flat cars for carrying steep rocks and lumber and stuff. These are grainers there, covered hoppers. Alright, this train comes out of Hamlet. You can see about the shininess on the rim. It went through the hump yard, and that's where it is. It's in Hamlet, North Carolina. Alright, auto wreck. This one's got cars on it. TTGX. Most of them are empty. That must have been a reject on those cars. Because these are all going back to Ohio. They combined these 2 trains together over in Greenwood or up in Monroe 1. Because this one comes down the main line out of Hamlet, North Carolina. Well, where cars come through from the south going out, they go to Casey and then they run over to the A line, which is the old Atlantic coastline main line near the coast. And they take that up to Virginia and they come back down that way and go over to Hamlet, North Carolina. Like I said, these are SFLX. I wonder who that is. These are all double stack cars, TTGX cars. That means they're double deckers. They carry trucks and vans. SFLC. I looked at one of them. I forget what it was. It was a railroad. You know, those didn't end in X. See, SFLC, that's a railroad. TTGX, that's people who build and rent these cars out. ETTX, that's a triple decker, y'all. ETTX. ETTX, these have 3 decks in them. Providence and Worcester Railroad. Alright, so the triple decks carry cars. Those are double deckers. Those are triple deckers on the back, the ETTX. Alright, Greenwood crew going to Atlanta. Probably going to take about 9 hours to get down there. This is not a high-speed track around here. The speed on the main line is 45 miles an hour because of the curves and the hills and stuff. Going uphill around the corner. It's probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles to the top of the hill. And then it'll start flying down the hill to Long Cane River. And then it'll go up and over another hill or two, and he'll be in Cow Falls. And it goes downhill to the Savannah River. And he goes uphill on the Georgia side through Elberton. Gets through there, he'll go down another hill. So that's all they do, uphill and downhill. And they're pretty rough hills. I mean, they do stall trains out. I have seen trains stalled out around here quite a bit. All right, thank you. All right, we got our first train this morning. Today is Sunday. 5201. 3104 3078. Alright. The other coal train had a derailment yesterday, so I don't know where this one's coming from. The SCWX coal train. There's a TILX, I don't know what that is. DKPX. MILX. So I suspect this one's got 3 engines on the head end. It's not using DPU anymore. There won't be one at the bottom end. I think CSX is quitting to do that, quit using that. All these cars have rotary couplers on them, but they're not all on the same end. So those are 2 rotary couplers there together. So what that means, this train can't be flipped and dumped. Not unless they uncouple the cars. Alright, blue EOT and it is flashing. Alright, thank y'all. Alright, got the Abbeville switcher sitting down there. Got some people from the office working in the trailer and stuff. CSX gondola there. All right, I'll get some more when I get some activity. ES44AH, y'all. We got red over red, red over red down on the main line and the side. All right, brakes coming off. Or maybe added some more to the brakes, I don't know. As the brakes didn't come off. All right, thank you. All right, they're taking off. I'm assuming that CSAT car is going to the Hartwell Railroad. That's not what they usually put granted in, it's these cars. EAMX and stuff like that. Alright, that's the grinder, that's the size, that's going to prison, that's going to prison. These two are grainers. Alright, so he's headed down to Georgia to do some work. Over to Cowan Falls and over to Georgia, y'all. Alright, and up here at the end of the siding, there's Prisman up there at the top of the hill, and then you got cars for that one too. Alright, thank y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, they're hooking up the water and bringing in supplies to the cubicle. The Abbeville switch is going to use that. So they're going to leave out of Abbeville. They'll be parking a locomotive over here, and that'll be the office. Alright. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got clear signal north end of Abbeville northbound. Clear signal on the main line, y'all. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's about an hour later. I finally hear the train. He's out past Prisman, which is probably about 2 or 3 miles away. I'll get more when he gets closer, y'all. Alright, thank you. There's something new in Abbeville. The truck and the car belong to the conductor and the engineer on the Abbeville switcher. They're going to start running them out of Abbeville now. So that means they'll be parking the locomotive over here and everything. That must be why they put the tires in the yard track up there on this end, so they can park the locomotive on this end, don't have to worry about the tracks falling apart. Okay, thank you. I hope y'all can hear them. It sounds like it's in that direction. He's got to get down there to Prisman, and then he's going to come at us, swing to the right, and then come at us this way. Alright, thank y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you some other history. I don't know much about it, but that little stone wall, there used to be a building over here. It was a wooden building, and somebody took a photograph standing on that side of the bridge back towards the depot when the train was here, and you could see that wooden building. So there was a lot more around here. Alright, so we got clear signal, and I hear the train, but I don't hear him too close yet. He's probably about 4 miles away. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, he's at Red Street, which is 1 mile away. It's at the 441. This is 440. So he's got a mile to go before he gets to us. He's going through the crossing now. He'll go down a little bit and then he'll swing to the right. And then he'll come down to this corner and swing to the right again. Well, he's got curved to the left to go straight ahead down by the yard. And then in the middle of the yard or at the front of the yard is where he makes the curve here. So I said he'll come across that crossing, he'll be curving to the left. I said be curving to the right. When he gets down to the bottom of the hill down here, he curves to the right. I hope I got that correct. Won't be long, he'll be coming around the corner, y'all. He doesn't sound heavy, so it might be the Abbeville switcher, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be the Abbeville switcher because they'd be bringing him on the side and then he wouldn't have a clear signal down there unless he's going to Greenwood. I can hear him better. He's probably getting close to being coming around the corner. I don't hear much noise. It's probably in dynamic brakes. But if it's in dynamic brakes, the only thing you're going to be hearing is a fan whining on the roof of it that cools the coils off that dissipate the heat that are created when they turn the motors into traction. Turn them into generators, generate the electricity, and they short it out in these grills up on the roof, and they blow the fan to cool them off so they don't melt. And that's what dynamic brakes are. Well, he seems to be taking his time, doesn't he? Here he comes. He's just moving slow. He's got twin engines on there. Manifest brake. Coming around the corner. Heading towards Abbeville. And he'll be going through the Greenwood. This is a crew coming home. Greenwood crew. They're coming home. Bringing the train back, bringing another train back from Atlanta. I'm going to step back, y'all. Let me shrink this up, get rid of the shade. I got to get back from the tracks a little bit, y'all. Here he comes. He's behind the trees from me. Thank y'all. They're blowing the horn for us, you guys. This looks like the SD70 here. Nope, it's not. ES44AA. ES44AA. Brand new coil car. Nobody's got to tag it yet. 1987 loaded covered hoppers. I don't know what that is, that diesel fuel or gasoline or what. The grainers come by, center flow cover hoppers, plastic. $10.75, $10.75, $10.75, loaded tank cars. Alright, these tank cars are loaded $10.75, but that ones didn't have placards on them. IBT, I don't know who that is. F-Bob, their car pulling expert. Sorry about that, y'all. Non-odorized liquefied petroleum gas, $10.75. So what that means is it could be leaking and we wouldn't smell it. Grainers, y'all. RRRX. I wonder who that was. Alright, got distributed power unit here. 3452 ET44AA. Corn product. MWCX, CBFX, MWCX, those are non-railroad, y'all. I'm gonna do some rocking. Alright, bottom end coming up there here. MWCX 1993. Got blue EOT on the bottom of that one. Alright, like I said, they're coming out of Atlanta. They're going to Greenwood to change crews. This train will head on up to Hamlet, North Carolina to the yard up there. It might roll through, I don't know. It might just go to Hamlet and then they send it right back over to the A line and send it on up north. Alright, thank y'all. God bless y'all. Hope you're having fun. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've been hanging out with the plumbers over there. They're trying to get the plumbing fixed. And we got another train coming through. I've been down here all day. This will be the third train. Manifest heading south. He's waving at us. Bunch of covered hoppers, they're loaded. Coming back out of New Jersey, some with plastics and stuff. Those are empty, those are grainers. So they unloaded their grain so New York and stuff can have wheat, have bread tomorrow or whatever. South Point ethanol, that goes into ethanol. So But maybe they're making that ethanol for the gasoline up there. These are all empty grainers. Alright, Southern Pacific line. Southern Pacific line. So it's all Union Pacific nowadays. The more grainers here, they're empty. Those are empties. Those covered hoppers with a little snout on them. Double door, plug door, box cars, they're loaded. I don't know what they got in them. Bowie, how about that? Somebody wrote my name on there. ETCX 522. I wonder where he did that at. I hope you watched my video. That's my last name. It's a Scottish name. The Bowies come out Edinburgh, Scotland. Went to Ireland for a while. We became the Scots Irish. Now look, you guys, these are empty auto racks. I didn't check the first one out. I filmed one earlier today and he had cars on the bottom of it in the first set. But anyway, these are two trains that have been tied together, probably up in Hamlet, and then they rolled down through Greenwood, through Abbeville to Atlanta. WRWK, I think that's that railroad up in Pennsylvania, I think is where that is. Got some squeaking coming on here. I don't know, that brake shoes rubbing doing that. Now I say these come in on the auto racks that I filmed going northbound, but this one usually seems like he's got a lot more auto racks than any of those trains, that's for sure. SFLC, I don't know what railroad that is. Short line railroad does some switching and stuff. They want to make some money off them cars they switch around. WRWK, that's another railroad. SFLC, no graffiti on that. A lot to read, but you can't read a lot of it. They're not using the English language, that's for sure. Look how they just moved them panels around to break that artwork up. They did a lot of artwork in one place. They did the same thing here. Then somebody else covered it up again. I don't know why they don't make panels that everything washes off when the rain hits it. Another one, they just move the panels around, take that artwork apart on there. Some people got all day to work on these things where they park them at sometimes. Some of the artwork, wow. Everybody's worried about zombies back there. Bottom end coming by. And he's going pretty slow. He might be having a meet at the south end. I don't know, because he had a green signal here. It would have been the yellow if he had a meet, because the next signal would have to be red. I don't know. Well, they got these computers that run the trains now. The engineer's not driving. The computer is. And when he'll launch the train, they'll start it up over in Greenwood, and they'll go to the signal. And then when it goes downhill from the signal and the train starts doing 10 miles an hour, then he masses the, I forget the name of the button, but there's a button on the controls up there, and that turns on the computer and allows it to operate the train. And it'll drive the train, it'll read the signals and everything, stop at a signal, but the engineer has to start it again when they get a clear. And if they don't have to stop anywhere, that train will drive all the way from Atlanta all the way to Greenwood before it stops. And there it goes, up the hill, round the corner. So if they get that computer system going, does that mean they get rid of all the crew on the train? And we'll just see robotic trains driving through Abbeville or through your neighborhood? Pay attention, that's probably going on in your neighborhood. All CSX locomotives are equipped with that. Most of the modern ones are equipped with it. Alright, thank you. Well, he's still going around the corner, y'all. That's the last time, going uphill.